Okay. First Monday in 1847. Just looking here to see if there's any particular date. Maybe I just look at my computer calendar. Computer calendar can't go past 1930. Let's see. Would have been the 4th. Okay, so first Monday is 1/4/1847. What was the other question in the quiz club room? I don't know. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well, Nero's dead. He's been dead for a while. There are 2 American dollars here. Call him about the skeleton. All right, I'm going to grab all of these, and then we can read them in the order that they're listed, so that the page numbers are accurate. All right. The third eye. Okay, that's what these are. Oh, there's one. Am I missing one? Hold on. There we go. Okay, I think we got all of them. Can't interact with the red window. We got the $2 so that we should be able to go into the magician's place, get the spades or the club's key as well. All right. Perfect memory. Scripts. The third eye box, written and directed by Renzo Nero. Page 2. This is the first one we read. Page 6. Interior Brotherhood Lodge night. The room is dark. Besides the many lit brass candelabras, Lorenzo stands with his hat in hand. 50 men in robes watch him from a long table. At the end of the table, a stern old man ponderously strokes his sideburns. Brother Septimus. A young brother opens a mahogany case and takes out an ornate revolver and a minotaur mask. He looks over at Brother Septimus, who nods to him. The young brother puts on the mask and aims the gun at Lorenzo's head. Play safe and never pass. Gamble to pass or perish. Truth above all, risk my life, brother. How many were our first ancient brothers? 7. Okay. Oh, is this where I'm going to find the answer to the pilgrimage one? Young brother, correct. The seated brothers raise their goblets and drink. What is the punishment for sharing our secrets with outsiders? Lorenzo grabs a hold of the table and is about to faint. Death. Correct. Lorenzo closes his eyes, but death does not come. Under normal circumstances, you would be dead now. I'm sorry, elder brother. I was not thinking. Weariness and perhaps a crisis of faith. Forgive me, brothers. Thankfully for you, these are not normal circumstances. The time is nigh, little brother. And like in the old, we shall send 7 brothers in search of that which was lost. 7. 6 have already gone searching for omens. You will be the 7th, the disgraced one. Where will you send me, elder brother? Ogden Waldberg. There lives an artist in an old manor. The prophecy mentions her. Go and see, brother, if that which is lost is there. Lorenzo nods. The lady suffers from an eye condition that will ultimately render blindness. A sad fate for a painter. Take these vermilion tears. What do they do, older brother? Nothing at all, but you will use them pretending to cure the lady. That is your guise while you search her house for the third eye. Exterior Ogden Waldberg Manor. Dusk. Hooves clop echoes through the dilapidated courtyard. Algae-covered statues silently await their arrival. A pale, sickly horse comes into view, pulling a wagon painted red in a distant past. Lorenzo walks beside the horse and leads it by its reins. Lorenzo ties the horse to an old oak. Be brave, Moor. You have nothing to fear. Lorenzo carefully approaches the front gate. They are the horsemen. Interesting. He bangs the knocker. Lorenzo scans the dirty windows for any sign of life. Finally, the door creaks open, and instantly, Lorenzo raises his top hat and takes a bow. A white rose appears in his hand from his hat. The miracle has arrived. An ashen woman in an expensive dress stares through him with milky eyes. Renata Schwarzwald. I do not believe in miracles. That's why you need one, Baronin. Lorenzo hands the white rose to Renata. It changes color to red. You might as well perform for the shadows. My sight is fading away. Your eyes are fading because there's been nothing to see. Weary eyes need entertainment, and tired souls need miracles. Who are you? Lorenzo the Great, at your service, Baronin. A magus whose name is whispered from the shores of Zanzibar to the frosty peaks of Helsinki, known to beggars and kings alike. Well, you are not known to me. Good evening. Renata is about to shut the gate. Wait. Renata waits. My journey has been a long one. My horse is tired, and to be honest, so am I. Renata looks at the very sickly-looking horse. I had 4 once, during better times, but ironically, Moore is the only one who lives. Very well. Interior Augenwaldberg Manor, dining room day. An oversized dead goose lies on the oaken dining table. Lorenzo devours his portion in a loud manner. Renata tries to hide her disgust. Is the room satisfactory? Yes, I slept like a piglet. So it was not you I heard last night. Lorenzo drinks wine and coughs to buy some time. I was up briefly, yes. He takes out a small vial from his sleeve. My vermilion tears. They need moonlight not to lose their magic. I took the liberty to use one of the windows in your studio. Renata looks amused. I took another liberty and studied some of your work. The portraits are, of course, excellent, but I am most intrigued by the drawings of signs. My Himmelskorp are sweet. What inspired them? Magician, might I ask you a strange question? Who am I to refuse an answer? Did you see a labyrinth while you were in the park? A labyrinth? A red labyrinth. The only labyrinth I saw was the portrait of the man with a labyrinth instead of a face. Renata stands up angrily. I've made no such portrait. Your lies have ceased to amuse me. I know why you are here, and I know where to look for it, but I will hold you to your word. Lorenzo looks like he's about to assure Renata of his pure intentions. Cure my eyes. Augenwaldberg Manor, Renata's bedroom, day. The curtains have been drawn. Renata lies on top of the bed, a trace of a smirk on her lips. Lorenzo looks gravely serious on the side of the bed. Are you ready for your miracle, Baronin? Yes. Lorenzo spills a single drop of vermilion tears into Renata's left eye. She blinks, and Lorenzo drops another tear into the right eye. Might be a few days before it takes effect. Renata's eyes start to boil, and she screams in unfiltered agony. Lorenzo backs away in horror. Lorenzo holds his hands over his ears to protect himself against her looping, deafening screams. Everything turns black. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. Then quiet. Lorenzo stirs to life on the floor. He sees Renata lying lifeless on the bed. Lorenzo checks her pulse in a hurry. She is still alive. Apparently, he has, at some point, put a bandage around her head. 2 red dots mark the eyes, giving Renata a disturbing appearance. Baronin, can you hear me? I can hear you, magician. They tell me you're not invited. Invited where? To the cavern. I followed the echoes of my screams. They were waiting for me. Who was waiting for you? Our ancient sisters and brothers in the Far East. They're sharing the secret with me, but they won't share it with you. The cavemen think you are an obsequious ignoramus who balters through existence. Baronin, you must rest now. The labyrinth. They drew it on the wall. Go and see by the window. They say I should defenestrate you, but we have an agreement. Lorenzo slowly trudges against the window. Moonlight shines on his weather-bitten face. He looks out the window. A giant garden labyrinth has appeared in the park. Do you see it, magician? Yes. Do you see me in the labyrinth? Lorenzo squints. It's very dark. Yes, I see you. Do you see you? What do you mean? Can you see yourself in the labyrinth? Of course not. I'm not there. Neither am I. Lorenzo turns around and bumps into Renata. The red dots in the bandage have grown substantially, looking like giant red bug eyes. She puts her hand on Lorenzo's face. The room turns red. Interior garden labyrinth night. Lorenzo gasps in disorientation. He is now somewhere in the labyrinth. Lorenzo quivers from fear. Renata smiles at him. Her bandage is gone, and a pair of lovely hazel eyes look at Lorenzo with affection. This is the place from my childhood. I am over there. Renata points behind Lorenzo. He turns his head to look. A girl wearing an owl mask watches him from behind. Owl girl. She runs and disappears behind a corner. Renata takes Lorenzo's hand. Come. Together they run in the labyrinth. Renata seems to know her way while Lorenzo is trying to make sense of the strange space. A red hue suddenly appears on their faces. It's the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. They smile with tears running down their cheeks. The light grows stronger and the cosmos plays music just for them. Oh, there's a lot of these. Augenwaldberg Manor, Library Day. Renata's hand moves frantically across the canvas. Lorenzo sits in an armchair by the window with his top hat on his knee, posing for a portrait. There is movement inside his top hat. I think it might have been a maze, not a labyrinth. Aren't they interchangeable? A labyrinth prolongs the path, while a maze is for getting lost, and we are lost. It's a big house. It can sometimes be disorienting. I have seen it. I think the price of admission might be an eye and a leg. Lorenzo leans forward and his hat falls on the floor. A red owl flutters out of the hat in front of Lorenzo. He stares at it in surprise. That was a very clever trick. The owl perches on the top of a bookshelf. Half chance as if reading. And when the third eye blinked, the red beast laid an egg within. The third eye closed, and their bastard offspring was born thousands of years later. Renata studies her canvas and is a bit confused. A realistic portrait of a man in a dark suit. But where his head is supposed to be, there's a red glowing maze. Renata notices 2 tickets in his hand, and she takes them and stares at them. Teatro Rosso. Red Theater. Interior theater night. An excited, faceless valet points at a red curtain. Lorenzo and Renata look at each other and then step through it. Rows and rows of seats. It's much too large to be inside the manor. Lorenzo stares in disbelief at the giant theater. It seems empty, but the murmuring from the crowd is deafening. Gaslight illuminates the stage. Someone clears his throat behind them, and a featureless usher points toward the first rows. Renata and Lorenzo silently descend the stairs toward their seats. A fanfare. The lights dim. A man dressed as Lorenzo and wearing a Lorenzo mask rides a prop horse onto the stage. What is this? Lorenzo knocks on a door mid-stage, and an actress wearing a mask resembling Renata opens the door. Applause. The light intensifies on stage and blinds Lorenzo and Renata. On the stage, a comet hanging from wires passes. Renata and Lorenzo avert their eyes, then the comet is gone. The stage is empty. A lone hesitant clap from somewhere further back. The actress playing Renata walks on stage. She holds her hands in front of her, blood flowing from her eyes. Please hold me. The actor playing Lorenzo steps on stage purposefully. Lorenzo and Renata watch their theater alter egos on stage in grim silence. Their hands join. Lorenzo drags a stylized prop window onto the stage. Renata wanders, sobbing blood. Lorenzo tries to place the window in front of Renata, making her fall out. The crowd howls with laughter as Lorenzo gets more frustrated every time Renata misses the window. Please hold me. Please hold me. Finally, Lorenzo has enough. He grabs Renata and shoves her with full force through the glass window from the stage. Renata lands with a thud and a crack. Theater blood squirts into Lorenzo's face. Lorenzo forms a fist and rises. Enough! Lorenzo watches him silently. The whole theater boo. Let's go. But Renata is gone from her seat. In fact, she is nowhere to be found. Lorenzo looks around in panic, but it's like she vanished into thin air. The actress playing Renata comes back to life and is elevated by strings into the air. She bows and receives applause. The actress turns her head to Lorenzo and she takes off the Renata mask. Beneath it is a featureless face. To be gifted is to be infested. Ideas are tiny red eggs in your brain. To the microscope, they still look the same. The good and the bad. Oh, but look at the time. Lorenzo slowly walks off stage, his footsteps echoing through the empty theater. He moves toward Lorenzo. Lorenzo turns to run, but his doppelganger catches up with him. The doppelganger removes the mask, and behind it, Maze Man, his head buzzing in an electrical manner. She is waiting for you. Here is an idea. Follow my daughter. The Maze Man puts his hand over Lorenzo's eyes. This is what I mean when I say this game was made specifically for me. I have been toying with the idea in a script of like ideas being parasites, which I know is not that original, but like that's an idea that like lots of writers have toyed with. But like specifically the phrasing is like ideas burrow into your mind. Like that specific wording that she said was like very close to a thing I literally wrote. Yeah, to be gifted is to be infested. I literally wrote basically that in my journal the other day when I was writing ideas and script writing, and just very interesting. Augenwaldberg Manor corridor day. A disoriented Lorenzo finds himself in a hotel corridor. A phone rings somewhere. Further down the hall, he sees the owl girl. Where is she? The girl flaps her arms and hoots. Enough games. The owl girl disappears down a corner. Lorenzo stomps after. The girl waits for him at the end of the next corridor. Suddenly, a black Labrador runs up to him and barks. Lorenzo looks at the dog with surprise. His tag reads Rudy. Rudy lies down and plays dead on the rug. As he does, Rudy changes from black to white. Finally, the dog cramps and then contorts into a cat. A payphone rings on the wall. Lorenzo lifts the receiver. Why are you answering the phone? Lorenzo remains silent. There are no phones in 1847, you cretino. Lorenzo grunts. Hang up the phone and go chase the owl girl, just like the script says. Lorenzo hangs up. He sees the owl girl with a limp cat in her hand. Lorenzo runs after her. Corridor after corridor, Lorenzo runs fast with determination. But the owl girl is always around yet another corner. He never catches up with her. Lorenzo turns a corner. There is no owl girl, but a mirror. Lorenzo sees himself briefly, and behind him stands a man in sunglasses and a dark suit. Lorenzo regards the man in the mirror, but the mirror changes, and Renata appears, levitating like a ghost. Stylish sunglasses obscure her eyes. I am waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. Renata vanishes from the mirror. Lorenzo is left with the image of himself. He looks weary. He turns and goes. His footsteps echo through the empty manor. It's not a hotel, it's a manor. That, it does feel a little House of Leaves there. I see why people are comparing that. I don't actually think this is very much like House of Leaves, but the text styling there is very similar. Interior Augenwaldberg Manor, staircase, second floor corridor, night. At the end of the dark hallway, Lorenzo sees a dark shape. Lorenzo very slowly approaches it. It's Renata with her back turned against him. Lorenzo stops. A long silence. Renata in a man's voice. You keep sending the wrong goose to the butcher. Baronin? Baronin. I think the Baronin would perhaps hear talk about her ascension. She can say something to the effect of, Renata clears her throat. I have good news for you. We are not artists. We are not even art. When it comes down to it, we are all just paint. Aren't you happy with this news, magician? Renata switches voice again. Man's voice. And he would say, Lorenzo keeps his silence in defiance. Why is this so hard for you? Why do you think of these things? This is unimportant. There are symbolic values and mirror images, yes. But none of this matters, signorina. Have you read my manifesto? You would have known it was never meant for viewing. Lorenzo looks confused for a moment. Please, Baronin, let's leave this place. Every maze has a solution. Renata sighs heavily. In a man's voice. You really understand nothing at all. But if you understood, you would never have played your part. Time for entertainment. Here is her last performance. Renata turns around slowly. Her face is hidden by shadows. Lorenzo takes a step forward. Her eyes are empty craters. Red paint runs down her cheeks. In her own voice. Hold me. Please hold me. Lorenzo backs away. Please hold me. Please hold me. Lorenzo backs further. Renata's arms flailing, searching for him like tentacles. Paint dripping everywhere she goes. Please hold me. Lorenzo's eyes widen with fear. As she comes closer, her touch disgusts him. Suddenly, Renata increases her pace, and she touches his face. Please hold me. Lorenzo instinctively pushes Renata with full force. Smiling, she falls toward the large window. The Baronin crashes through it and down to the ground below. Lorenzo stares at the window in shock. He steps toward the window. Rain patters against his face. On the gravel path below lies a mangled corpse. So we're beginning to see the time fuckery that's happening here come into full view. Is this the third eye? The right eye. The music is playing. I didn't notice that. Strangely made its own way out of an eye socket of a skeleton in room 1963. A stone-like object with unnatural cerise glow. It feels magnetic yet numb and electrical. It gives off a constant low-frequency noise which causes it to vibrate slightly. This is very Lynchian. Twin Peaks, and a lot of Lynch's work, honestly, is like interestingly obsessed with electricity, electrical semiconductors, really specifically, and like telephone wires. That's how the the tulpas of the Red Room, of the Black Lodge, I mean, operate. They're made of metal semiconductors, metals, precious metals, and they travel. The beings from the Black Lodge travel through electrical wires, electrical fixtures as well. So there's like an interesting like industrial key work to a lot of Lynch's work that shows up here. It's kind of neat. Judging from the stone's strange characteristics, it is likely created from spectral information, making it an illusion object. Yeah, we've already read this one. Objects like these exist between realities and are particularly interesting if they are objects related to human body parts. This can mean that they are directly related to the human soul or dreams. Eye-related illusion objects usually come in pairs, and if inserted into sockets in parallel dimensions or dreams, they can reveal new and significant knowledge to the owner. All right, we have $11. You know what that means. It means it's time to go see a magic show. So it's a play written in the future that influenced the past and seemed to supersede the events. We know Lorenzo is a real person and he's being affected by Renzo. Renata was thrown out a window by him, but not on purpose. It's all very sad. This must be Teatro Rosso. Welcome to the Sideshow, sister. For a measly 10 American dollars, I can show you a trick I call the disappearing woman. It might take you to unexpected places. Your support keeps the arts alive, sister. Now please brace yourself. That's Renata. Your journey has been long to get here. Come closer and I will tell you the final story which we tell in this forest. This is a tragic story we call The Last Dream. Not long ago, there was an old artist who looked into a red mirror. In the mirror, she saw a young woman and with her a man looking for a long-lost treasure. The old artist painted them a treasure map, which led them to a faraway place. Together they found the treasure known as the Third Eye. But in the shadows of the treasure lived a beast, which decided to hide in the shadows of the man. Not long had the beast lived in the shade until it grew hungry and devoured the man and his soul. To escape the beast, the woman shattered the red mirror and fled through it. On the other side, she met the old artist. The old artist opened her eyes one last time as the young woman told her the tragic story of the Third Eye. So it must be Renata upstairs. And here I was thinking it was Lorelei. Did you bring us any magical cards? I sure did. The card of luck. Use it wisely, sister. You've been a wonderful audience. All right, now I think I'll go check out the spades, or the club store. Oh, I can do, oh no, that's quiz club stuff. That's not, for Shlasana Irinarungan. I do need to do the third bug report, so that's high on the agenda as well. I don't remember where the spades door is, or the club door, I mean. Oh, it's on the other side. Okay, oops, I just went the wrong way. Got it. Yeah, it's right over here. Finally. Oh, we're out here. I didn't even notice that before. It's locked. Oh, magician hat. Okay. We can open this one. Photographic. Where is it? Notes. No, found a typewriter. Second word magic equation. Renzo plus LO equals Lorenzo. Hotel minus OL equals the second magic word. All right. All right. So 2, 1, 3 equals THE. 1, 2, 3 would be HTE. Yeah, so HTE. That one's funny because it gives you more information than you need when it literally just gives you the puzzle. Whoa! Renzo. First things first. What door is this? 14. This is a clock, right? 10 plus 40, 0 plus 30. It's just 30. Okay. Wait, what did you have to say? I know you are eager to solve every puzzle, but please help me first, Signorina. As you can see, you have gotten me into trouble. Quite the metaphor you have created, Signorina. An escape artist who cannot break free from capitalism. Please release me now. A photo is taped to the man's back. Inspect the photo. Picture of Renata? Fuck. I went all the way over it. Oh, oops, that was already on A. Oh, no, this is not the right word. So wait, is it supposed to be Lorenzo? Yep, Lorenzo. It might have been a picture of Lorenzo and I just couldn't tell. Yep. Grazie. Now that we are on our way to freedom from the monetary system, we can get back to the project. The man on this cassette is perfect for our needs. Magician video cassette. I will see you soon, Signorina. We got a video cassette finally. And $1. Given by a man after freeing him from his chains, the label reads 82-minute magnetic, blah, 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 for storing your memories. Magician Audition is mostly written with a red marker or pen on the label. KLB Electronics is mostly known for their early computer work, but also an early producer of magnetic tapes for storing data. If the content of this cassette is what the label claims, it could be one of the few pieces of lost media from the third eye, and would as such be in very high demand in the underground video collecting community. All right, we determined that this was 30, I think. Watch me be completely fucking wrong. Nope, I got it. Oh. Not quite the room I thought we were in, but that's good. All right, let's see. $1960. Do I have the 1960 key? I wish I could just organize the keys in order. It's a pain in the ass they're out of order. I do not have the 1960 key yet. How am I going to hold everything in my inventory? This is music. I just didn't notice it before. Do I have the 53 key now? I do. I didn't look. Huh. 1953 mixed media installation. One in the same reality exists simultaneously. One in a room, one televised. 10 individuals only identifiable on the screen. Perhaps a comment on our fixation with televisions, or a remark on individualism versus collectivism. The artist wraps the meaning in a mystery, as if asking us, who would you be and where would you stand if you were on TV? So the arrows clearly mean something. Untitled perspective sculpture. It's the man facing that way. I should have marked down the shape of this thing first. So what? This is 1953, so I just need 1, 9, 5, and 3. Nine is the man in the hat facing. I don't know. Oh, I see. The arrows tell us the direction the camera is pointing. So 9 is this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 9 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Now 1. I think it's the one in the corner here. I think it's this one. Okay, we need 3. It's her right side. So I need one facing her right side. It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, I think I got this one. So 1953 should be done. I'll just go open that box right now. Oh, wrong way. Oh, game makes my brain tingle. All right, so I'll walk over there. I don't remember the shape of this box because I didn't look at the door because I'm dumb. I thought it was going to be something like this one. Because none of these seem to... Oh, it is this one. Okay. 1, 9, 5, 3. It didn't work. Okay. Okay, so at least I know which one that is now. We have to go back and I have to actually do that puzzle better. So let me redraw this. Because I must have gotten something wrong there. Trying to figure that out. Did I do too many? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So 5. We need one that is looking at the man from behind. So it's got to be this one. It's the only man who's being looked at from behind. So let's just map these out. This is on the man's right side. I believe it's this one then. This is on the woman's left side. So I believe it's this one. Okay. The man's front. This one's simple enough. It's right here. Wait, what? Is there a third statue that I'm not noticing that I didn't realize? Okay. This one's facing a man head on. There is. It's a slightly different looking man. Okay. It must be this one then. Okay. I don't understand how we're really supposed to tell them apart. I guess they look different? I'm not really sure. I can't tell. All right. 0 is face on to the woman. It's going to be this one. I just need to know where 3 is now, basically. This is the man's left side, which we already established. Ah, the woman with non-equilateral hair. It's got to be this one because we can't see it. Which means this one is 0. Two. Okay. Now 3 is looking at her right side, which is this one. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. I don't think I need any of the others. Now we'll try to solve it. So I have 2 possible candidates for what the number 9 could be, but I think I figured it out. We'll have to see. Oh God, I'm so dumb every single time. That one is hard. All right. 1, 9, 5, 3. There we go. We got it. Dropping out of university in 1953 was not something that resonated well with her parents, but she was at heart an artisan, and during the early 50s, she tirelessly worked with her art puzzle boxes while living on commission work, ranging from designs for large corporations to a new logo for her favorite cafe, Karlstad, which she frequented daily for many years. Okay, Karlstad. Let's write that down. Because that's something I want to ask the old lady. Let's go up here. Let's say Karlstad. She said something. Fuck yes. What? What does this mean? She has polygon eyes? What the hell? Visions, 19. Oh, okay. I can look at it like this then. Okay. So this is a memory from 1953. Okay. Then we'll figure everything out. We'll figure everything out. That was a big breakthrough for me. I'm now understanding things that we need to things that we need to say to her, because it's all going to relate to the art, and it's all going to relate to the memories in the boxes, the time Vershasana Arinarungan. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm the time cube man, just babbling. Oh no.